Are you planning a trip to Europe? Think again. Would you believe that some of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe are also the most dangerous? From skyrocketing crime rates to political unrest, some European countries are no longer the safe havens they once were. Before you book that flight, you need to know which countries pose the biggest risks for tourists in 2025. Stay with me till the end because the last country on this list is not what you expect, and it might just ruin your dream vacation. So buckle up and let's dive into the most dangerous European countries right now. Welcome back to Travelo Globe, the channel where we bring you real, honest, and research-backed travel insights. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we're about to expose the hidden dangers that most travel guides won't tell you about. Today, we'll take a deep dive into the 10 most dangerous European countries right now, and trust me, some of these will shock you. Let's get started. From political unrest to natural disasters, we've got it all covered. Stay tuned. Ukraine. Why it's dangerous? Ongoing war with Russia has left much of Ukraine unstable. Missile strikes, military conflict, and destruction in major cities. Power outages, food shortages, and economic collapse. Travel advice. Do not travel to Ukraine at this time. The war has made transportation, accommodations, and daily life extremely unsafe. Refugees are fleeing, and humanitarian aid is struggling to keep up. Ukrainian soldiers continue to fight, while international peace talks and global protests call for an end to the conflict. Despite the devastation, efforts to rebuild and hope for peace remain strong, showcasing the resilience of the Ukrainian people. Russia. Why it's dangerous? Tensions with Western countries have made travel risky for foreigners. Political crackdowns, travel restrictions, and safety concerns for journalists and bloggers. Economic instability and sanctions leading to shortages of basic goods. Travel advice. If you're a foreigner, you may face difficulties leaving Russia due to visa issues or sanctions. Certain regions, especially near Ukraine, are war zones. The military presence is strong, adding to the tension. Cyber threats are also a concern with frequent reports of hacking. Despite these issues, daily life continues for many Russians. France. Why it's dangerous? Paris and Marseille have seen violent protests and riots over political and social issues. There's been an increase in pickpocketing, scams, and street crime. Ongoing concerns about terrorist threats, especially in crowded areas. Travel advice. Stay away from large protests. They can turn violent quickly. Keep your valuables secure, especially in tourist hotspots like the Eiffel Tower and Champs-Élysées. Despite the risks, France remains a popular destination. Enjoy the culture, but stay vigilant. Always be aware of your surroundings and follow local advice to stay safe. Turkey. Why it's dangerous? Political instability and government crackdowns on protests. High risk of terror attacks in Istanbul and Ankara. Scams targeting tourists are common, from taxi overcharges to fake police officers. Travel advice. Avoid border regions with Syria due to military conflicts. Be cautious of people offering help with taxis or directions. They might be scammers. The situation is further complicated by the heavy police presence and the bustling, often chaotic, urban environments. Always stay updated with travel advisories and have emergency contacts handy. Despite the risks, Turkey remains a country rich in culture and history, attracting millions of tourists each year. Italy. Why it's dangerous? Mafia influence still exists in parts of southern Italy. Pickpocketing hotspots in Rome, Naples, and Venice. Fake police scams, thieves posing as officers demanding passports or cash. Travel advice. Never give your passport or wallet to a stranger. Use a money belt or anti-theft backpack in crowded places. Always be aware of your surroundings and stay vigilant. Plan your routes and know where you're going to avoid getting lost. Use technology to stay informed and safe during your travels. United Kingdom. Why it's dangerous? London and Birmingham have seen an increase in violent street crimes. Tourist scams around famous landmarks like Big Ben and Buckingham Palace. Pickpocketing is a major issue in public transport areas. Travel advice. Avoid late-night travel in certain parts of London. Be cautious of overly friendly strangers. They might be trying to scam you. Emergency services are often overwhelmed due to the high crime rate. Increased surveillance has been implemented to combat crime. Community watch programs are being encouraged to enhance safety. Greece. Why it's dangerous? Strikes and protests happen frequently, causing travel disruptions. ATMs may run out of cash during economic crises, taxi scams and overpriced restaurants targeting tourists. Travel advice: carry multiple forms of payment, as card machines often mysteriously stop working. Civil unrest can escalate quickly, with clashes between police and protesters. Always check travel advisories before planning your trip. Despite the issues, Greece remains a beautiful destination. Spain, why it's dangerous. Barcelona is Europe's pickpocket capital. Fake police, fake petitions, and street scams are common. Nightlife crime, tourists get drugged and robbed in bars or clubs. Travel advice: never leave your drink unattended in clubs or bars. Always stay alert and keep your belongings secure. Enjoy your trip, but stay safe. Serbia, why it's dangerous. Political instability and tensions with Kosovo make certain regions unsafe. Taxi fraud and credit card scams are common in Belgrade. Unstable banking system can cause travel payment issues. Travel advice: always use registered taxis, not random ones outside the airport. Crime rates have been rising, making some areas risky for tourists. However, rural areas remain relatively peaceful and safe. Always stay vigilant and be aware of your surroundings. Moldova, why it's dangerous. Poor economy and weak law enforcement, frequent reports of theft and violent crime. Border regions are politically unstable. Travel advice: stick to well-populated areas. Rural towns are riskier for tourists. Be cautious, especially at night. So, there you have it. The 10 most dangerous European countries you need to be cautious about in 2025. Which country surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on notifications for more insider travel advice from Travelo Globe. See you in our next adventure. Stay safe and travel smart. And remember, the world is full of wonders waiting to be explored. Happy travels from all of us at Travelo Globe.